Hi. It has been a really long time since I've done any sort of live streaming on YouNow or YouTube. I think I actually only did it once on YouTube. And I just got really weird and did a lot of what I'm doing right now, weird talking. But I decided to tinker with the live streaming / work through some newer songs, like arranging them, and then if anyone joins me on here, you can give me some feedback, hopefully constructive, worthwhile feedback. And it's actually in the middle of the day. It's blazing hot outside, but I'm in my little corner where I usually... Hi! Sorry, I'm stopping to read the comments. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm sorry it took me so long to send you that postcard. I felt guilt, but like in the good sense, not like you were laying on the guilt thick, but I was going through all my papers that I leave on this desk, and I found your letter, and I realized how long it had been. Like, I think I had just categorized it in my mind, like, don't forget to respond, and then I didn't, and I was really kind of pissed at myself. So I'm grateful I followed through, and I'm really happy that you got it. Back to what I was saying. This is, I'm not going to give you a full view because that side's not that clean. It's kind of clean. This is where I record most of my YouTube videos. Not all of them. First reason, it is the least, I was gonna say noisy, but it's not really noisy in our house. It's just the two of us, but we also run a business out of our house. So the other areas need to be accessible so the business can happen. But this is kind of my corner, my little studio. But yeah, most of my YouTube videos, or if I'm trying to record some tracks at home, not even for YouTube, but for like Patreon or for Bandcamp or whatever, usually happens in here. Downside is it's a bit dark. I could just fix that with better lighting, but I never think of that until I'm in here. But yeah, it's nice because it's like insulated from the outside noise, but then it's also not getting the sunlight. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna work through a couple songs. If you guys have questions and stuff like that, I can answer them too. But this is mainly kind of killing two birds with one stone. One, to get out my jitters of live streams. I don't hate doing them, but it's that like 5 minutes before I go live that I start to feel not good in my tummy. Yeah. Also, question, if any of you can answer this. How do I make my YouNow live streams broadcast on YouTube simultaneously? No, it's possible. I think I even did it once, and I tinkered for a while, and I couldn't figure it out. So if any of you have the intelligence and the experience to inform me, I'd love that. Yeah. The first one I was gonna play through is a song that I wrote for my dad. I'm gonna check. I know you're like, I'm just gonna Google it, Isabeau. Freaking Google it yourself. I know, I should have just Googled it. I even have Google up. Oh, side note, my mom was in town, and I have 2 videos. One was from like weeks ago. Thank you, Alex. I like it too, and hopefully I'll just get better at using it. Man, I get distracted easily, huh? I'm gonna finish this thought. I had a kind of a Q&A thing with 2 friends in response to a song I wrote. I'm going to post that this weekend. Hi, Tate! And then I have a Q&A that I did with my mom, so people sent in questions for her to answer, like on my behalf, because mom knows best. And some of them were weird, and others were more serious. The range was broad. But yeah, that I'll post this weekend too. They're not music, it's just, you know, about me. That sounds so lame. So this first song, let me skip to that. Here's some background. I haven't posted a full version of it on YouTube, and part of that is I don't always hold back on originals. Just because they're unfinished. Sometimes it's just I haven't gotten to it yet. But this one, I feel like there's something else I want to add to it. Or I just want to perfect it. The feel feels right, like the meaning of it. That I feel like I've nailed it. At least on my side of things. But, I don't know. Seems like there's something missing. So the song is called The Prince. And I wrote it on behalf of my dad, Kaleo. And recently I played, I opened for Minda Lacey at the Alberta Street Pub, and I explained it there. I'm gonna wait to explain all of it until I actually record it and post it on YouTube. But what you need to know is my dad is from Hawaii. He is Native Hawaiian, and he grew up in... His family was broken up early on because his dad passed away, and then that led to, for everyone, including my dad, like a series of just kind of other traumatic events that kind of just added to it. And it's called The Prince because this song came out of a conversation that he had with me about an auntie of his who showed up at his high school graduation, and she kind of had a lot of social or cultural political influence. So some of the big names at the school tried to pander to that, and he was just so grateful because she honed in on him at the graduation. She gave him her attention, and he said that day that he felt like a prince, and that was probably a first for him. So yeah, this song is called The Prince. I haven't done YouTube live streams in a long time, so I'm gonna put this out there, and if people don't do this, then I feel stupid. I don't know if you can share this. If you can share this on your social media or Facebook or Google Plus or whatever, please do. I know you can like it because I can see your thumbs up over there. Well, I hope this is worth your time. I have like a jumper on, but I think I took the straps off. That's weird. That was weird. Gather around the table. It's where you hear about the one who showed up to save his reputation. Gather around the table. It's where you hear about the one who showed up to save his reputation. Judges' sons, their futures are locked down with sugarcane funds. Local boys and borrowed funds, scales growing to guard themselves from everyone. Hey, aloha, hey, aloha, alakai ahane mai. Hey, aloha, hey, aloha, alakai Gather round the table, you'll hear about those weekends, birthdays lost, forgotten. Come gather round the table, come hear about those weekends, birthdays lost and forgotten. Their toy Polynesian at the mercy of the lawyer's sons, judges' sons. Futures locked down with sugarcane funds. Local boys and borrowed funds, scales growing to guard themselves from everyone. From everyone. Hey, aloha, hey, aloha, alakai ahane mai. Hey, aloha, hey, aloha, alakai ahane mai. That's it. Hi. Sorry, I didn't know what to say there. I wanted to say thank you. That's what I meant to say. Thanks, guys. So I don't know what's missing yet. I think what I want to do, thanks, Medicine. Thanks, Nathan. I wanted to add in the full verse, chorus, that looping chorus that says Aloha, Aloha, alakai ahane mai. That's from Yesu no Ke Kahuhipa, and it's a hymn, and it's the Hawaiian version of, I think it's like, Lord or Jesus like a shepherd lead us. I'm butchering that big time. I'm gonna figure that out. I had originally felt like the last time through is just to do like a what's it called, an acapella of that entire like first verse of it. I'm moving my hands a lot. That's bothering me. They look so big to this perspective. It's crazy. Whoa. I'm gonna find it for you guys. Yesu no Ke Kahuhipa. Yeah, that's it. I've missed you guys. Caitlin, I tried you now. Oh my gosh. So freaking awkward. Mainly because I'm awkward. And I was trying to find a way to launch a live stream and have it dually be on YouTube and you know at the same time. Couldn't figure it out. Did it like 4 times until I realized I'm like, I gotta finish this song I'm playing, but halfway through like the last song I played, I was already feeling done. Not even with the platform, but just done with myself. So I said my thank yous, logged off, erased like half the tweets I tweeted out, like, come to you now. But yeah, okay. That little 2 or 3 lines that I steal. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm reading comments simultaneously, so when this plays back afterwards, I'm gonna look so creepily. I'm gonna look so creepy. Oh, I can look at the comments like this. Double. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hey guys, one sec. I'm gonna figure myself out. I'm sure this video is gonna be on my channel, so my disclaimer is that if I'm telling a story or saying something that sounds pretty meaningful and all of a sudden I cut to my camera and I'm looking in the corner, it's because I'm looking at comments and I'm trying to read them and attend to them too. Oh, duh. Cool. Apollo, I hope so. That song is really... It's been really good to go back to not just hymns, but some of these songs that I felt like were really on point, true, clear. And not that I don't like current songs of worship that are out. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, oh, they're so new and contemporary. I think with recent things in the world that have uncovered the aches and pains and flaws of, let's say, the church, some songs are hard for me to delve into because I feel like they come out of a really what's the word? They feel produced not purely for entertainment. I'm rambling. I'm gonna save this chat for another YouTube live because I have a lot of feelings about it. But Apollo, I'm glad that hit upon you. That's why I brought it, and it felt like a perfect pairing to this story of my dad, and a really redemptive story, but a really honestly traumatic story for him, and pairing it with a portion of a hymn that really declared that he was being kind of held together all those years, even with all the freaking crazy crap that was going on. Yeah, I'm really grateful that the Lord acts as a shepherd towards us, even when we're really, really off. There's a cool commercial aspect to some worship music, I think. Yeah, Alex, I think that's what I'm trying to get at without... I won't delve into all my thoughts on it because I know some of it I haven't really processed publicly, and I would want to make sure that I wasn't overstepping my platform. But I guess it's like if a person seems sometimes two-faced or isn't really in a healthy place, sometimes it's hard to receive what they're saying is honest and true and on point. And so in recent years, just kind of wrestling with some of the pains I feel like the church has experienced forever, but it's magnified now. It's very clear, you know, there's no hiding it, that it's made me hesitant to use certain songs because I don't know if they necessarily come from a place that I want to glorify. They don't always feel like worship songs. Okay, I'm actually going to read the comments. Sorry. I keep saying I'm not going to talk a lot about that, and then I do. Hi, Gonzalo. Argentina. I work with a guy from Argentina. I know that means nothing because he's one of many people, but he's really cool, so I'm just going to say you're probably really cool. John Thomas. I'm sitting at the Cambria High School auditorium parking lot listening to while routine to get a Bandcamp book. I'm glad that you can watch this in the parking lot. This is way better than what I was doing earlier on You Now. I'm glad it can be that for you. Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna say yes to what you just said. Well, Paulo, thanks for listening. I do appreciate feels cold or like generic, but I mean that. I would be playing these songs even if people weren't listening, but there's a certain kind of completion in that joy to have people to exchange it with, and conversing. I am probably more extroverted on the scale So it'd be strange to have a conversation and no one be on the other end. Sometimes that's the case and I just talk to myself. No, I agree. So that's why I didn't want to expound too much, because I believe that whatever I say right now about why I chose, or why maybe I haven't covered a lot of current songs, that it would look like I was just bashing. My intent is not to bash, but I do have some clear reasons for why I've hesitated in recent months or a year or so, but we'll save that for something else. I have to gather my thoughts on that before I talk more about it. Do I have any more hymns up my sleeve? Probably. Yeah. Let me play through, because I intended for this to be like working through some originals, or just letting you hear what they sound like right now, especially originals that I don't have recorded and up on YouTube. Like, once I record it on YouTube, most of the time it's when I'm like, I like this. However, all the songs are kind of open or up for modifications. So I'll play them again like in a live setting, go, wow, like in this setting, I'm not sure if that translated well. So I'll go back to the drawing board, not get rid of everything, but just sometimes just little tweaks and other times chopping. And I'd like to share some of those recently chopped, modified songs, and then some newer ones that aren't even recorded on YouTube. So I'm gonna continue with that, and then if I have some time at the end, I will maybe play a hymn if I can remember a couple of them. And by that I mean like all the chords. Maddie, don't let me forget to message Bo about a tattoo. Oh yeah, message me about a tattoo. And then what are the words on your tattoo? Just curious. Anna, which one are you talking about? I can tell you all of them, but then I don't want to bore you. Saludos from Mexico. Hello, I'm Bo. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm reading the comments, so I'm not just staring awkwardly at the screen. Oh, what did I just do? Bouncing my camera. Okay. Tattoos. I'll share a couple in between everything. This one, starts with but. Okay, I'll start with that, since that's what you're actually asking. So this is out of John 16:31, 32. Cross check to make sure. It's been a long time since I've talked to someone about this. 33. So it's right when Jesus is speaking to his disciples. It's before he leaves. So it's in one of the Gospels. And he's about to leave, and he tells them that the Holy Spirit will come in my place. And 33 reads, I had told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, or be of courage. I've overcome the world. So that has always resonated for me. Since I was younger and kind of working through my faith and what I accepted that maybe was just norms, but wasn't actually attached to like scripture, not everything. So, but what was really important for me is that Jesus didn't beat around the bush. It wasn't like, come to me, believe in me, take this grand leap, and everything will be great, and you'll have great wealth and great social standing, and no one will come against you. Everything you dream will come true. Nah. I just didn't buy that, even younger, because I watched my parents faithfully seek out God and love Jesus and like operate out of this faith. But man, like that did not keep the floodgates of conflict back. Like there was poverty, and then there was family trouble, and there was slander, and there was unemployment, and there was homelessness, and all these things that it wasn't, if you have trouble, it was when you have trouble, be of courage, I've overcome the world. So that was just, I felt like that statement made me trust this crazy leap of trusting Jesus even more, because I didn't feel like it was it felt real to my experience so far, and that's I could have this deep sense of peace and this knowledge that I am loved in like a really core way, and with that, life is freaking nuts, and there's stuff happening around me in my community, in the world, that makes me pissed and angry. I don't understand it. It seems so off and wrong and odd and systematic. I just didn't really, I don't think it's wise. I think it's wrong when people say you come to Jesus and everything goes right. I'm like, no, there's a deep transformation and peace, but life will definitely still be hard. Well, I kind of rambled on that one. Let's play a song. I'll check the comments real quick because I was rambling. Okay, look at my really long fingers. So we'll do that tattoo and we'll talk after the next one. Yeah. Okay. This song is a newer one that I have not recorded for YouTube. I'm burping. And I might put it half a step. What? Yeah, that's off. Capo made it wonky. This song kind of came out of, I was sitting down and typing up all the lyrics to my song this summer because I was planning to work with my Uncle Danny on some song arrangement, songwriting stuff, and I thought it'd be good for me to actually sit down and move my songs out of this real, all these blank pages. This is what I was trying to show you. It's kind of sloppy. It makes sense to me, but it probably wouldn't help in a studio setting when you're trying to really hone in on an arrangement. So I was typing them all out so that I could visually see it, arrange them, rewrite things, and I kept thinking I kept thinking, is there a common thought or thread through all of these? Because so often I hear these artists, these bands that I really respect, talk about how they developed this album with they wanted the entire thing to be one flowing conversation. So each song was part of that conversation. There was this, it was really seamless. And I don't always feel like my songs are seamless in that sense. It's not like one song finishes and then the rest of the sentence is the next song. And yeah, so this song came out of that. It's going to be strange because all of a sudden you're going to realize that this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But the first part of it is what I drew from that brainstorming, that all of them are attesting to some sort of component of love. So one is talking about the disappointment of risking, and then the next one is talking about the purest forms that I've experienced, and other parts of it talk about misconceptions of it. Some of it is family and culturally connective love, and some of it is romantic love, and yeah, some of it's anger, which I think is, you could somehow find your way back to love for that. Okay, anyways, that's how I landed here. We'll see how this goes. That's where, oh, I hit it on the bookshelf, that's why. Why are you so out of key? Stream. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. I have a tendency of getting really weird, going back and forth between comments and singing. Kind of is disruptive for me, makes me ramble even more than I already do, but hopefully you can follow along. I'm just gonna play a few more originals, answer some questions, and then send you on your merry way. Okay, so this one is called What I Want. Selfish and the righteous. She may be ready, but then easily play like you're in your paper bills, lay like your mail when it ought to be here by now. Someone slides into your line of view, rolling in ready and hot, and you should take it while you can, or what you can't take it all. You should take it while you can, or what you can't take it all. I am ready. You call me up, don't you call me up. I am a woman, I know what I want. There behind each door, you're gonna find the selfish, you'll find the righteous. She may be ready, but then easily lay like you're in your paper bills, lay like your mail when it ought to be here by now. Ooh, then someone slides into your line of view, rolling in ready and hot, and you should take it. That's it. Don't know why I have to say that in the songs. It's almost like I just want to fill the empty silence. Yeah. Within the first week of writing that, it changed probably 3 times. Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So I would sing it one way and record it like on a kind of voice memo. Thanks, Anna. Man, I just laughed at myself. Sorry. I'll be saying something. I'm so easily distracted. I'll record it on a voice memo, and then like a second later, second is overstatement. An hour later, I'll replay it. I'll forget it. I'll play it a different way. Maybe like it more. Listen back. Anyways. So that's the form that actually felt like it clicked. And we'll see where we go from there. But thanks, Apollo. I was waiting so I could not sound like a complete spaz. Here. I'm gonna play another one. This one, there haven't been grand changes. I used to play it like a whole key higher, and then I dropped it recently so that I could vocally maybe sing it a little bit more powerfully. At least try to. And then just kind of played with the arrangement, make it clearer about where I was going with it. But it's called It Won't Matter. I've already recorded it. I do like my recording of it so far, but I've been getting some really good feedback from my patrons on Patreon. I compared, I uploaded 2 versions of it. Same song, pretty much same lyrics, a couple of adjustments here and there, and then asked them to tell me what they thought about either one, the strengths or weaknesses of either. This is the new arrangement, but in a key in between the 2. Because I'm being dumb. Let's see. It's called It Won't Matter. Here we go. Said yes to you. like the arrangement better. I think I even kind of flopped that one. I didn't play it exactly how I'd rearranged it. But I do like it better. I'm still kind of fiddling with the keys. And the difference between doing it like a softer, lighter kind of walk with me by the riverside versus grown woman marches into battle. I'm trying to find the in-between between those two. Okay. Do you have any more questions before I answer some questions about my tattoos? So I talked about the script on my arm. This one, Sunny bought me. I got it after my grandma Havea passed away, and has a portion of Psalm 23 in it. So it says, though I walk through the valley. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. These are monarchs. That's kind of not a long story. Simply put, monarchs are fantastic. And the animal kingdom's pretty fantastic. But monarchs in their migration, I just feel like there's so many parallels and kind of beautiful truths that you can pull out of the way they migrate, when they migrate, and then how they accomplish it, even though their lifespans, like they'll go, hey Gabriel, see there, I'm like talking like a dum-dum. I interrupt myself and I say hi. This is gonna be such a spastic thing to rewatch later. Sorry guys. The monarchs, they migrate and then they return north and die. So it's like they get this one massive migration. They somehow know how to get all together to the same spot, even though they start off in different forms. It's just fantastic. That's all I'm gonna say for now. This is my Hawaiian name. Oh, how do I do this without like showing you my armpit? Ooh. By the way, this one was done by James. I don't know if to call him Jim. You can find tags of him on my Instagram. And no, I am not fluent in Spanish. I am sorry. Lo siento. Oh, you want to see my armpit? Yeah, no. Just checking. Not that you guys care. It's not scratch and sniff YouTube. This one is my Hawaiian name, Ke'onaona. And James did this one also. And these are a couple. I think there's only 2 different types here, yeah. These flowers have like a really gentle fragrance, so that my name is like, Ke'onaona means gentle fragrance. So I didn't want floral flowers that were kind of too intense. It's supposed to be kind of like this, a smell or scent that emanates. I'm gonna regret saying all these things and moving my hands like this. But my friend Alex back home, he helped me identify them, find them, and then find ones that would be visually appropriate for this. I see the comments. I'm gonna pause and not read them just yet so that I'm not irritating as ever. But yeah, this one's my newest one. It is important to me, especially living on the mainland, especially with growing into an adult and finding that peace between my identity as a Hapa woman and who I have to explain myself to and who I don't. So I am Ke'onaona. This one, my younger sister and I have the same ones. It says I like you, which I love you is big. I do love her and we should love one another, and there's nothing small about that. But with family, just that tendency to say like, yeah, I love them, and the idea of it just being like, I have to. We're the same blood, but she and I got it. It looks like I tried to flex. Sorry, that makes me laugh. In a season where it was really good for us to remind each other that we love each other, but we also like each other. Like, I like you. I would hang out with you even if you weren't my younger sister. And then this one is for Tyson. These are 2 separate ones. T-Money, you read it this way. That's his nickname in middle school. I didn't know him in middle school. And then this, because I call him the sensitive robot. So it's a robot. I'm doing a horrible job of showing you. I have to burp. And then this one, I've had this one for longer than any of these, but it's still unfinished. And it's a compass with an anchor and a dove, and Psalm 119's here. So your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light to my path. And it talks about your statutes are my heritage forever, and just you are what roots me, you are what directs me, you are what leads me. And I just haven't figured out how I kind of want to refinish it in a different style. Not to get rid of the meaning, but just more aesthetically, so it's just cohesive. But I still believe this. Yeah. And that's a scar, because I ran into a wall. And then I have one on my leg. I'm not going to shoot that one. That is it. Yep, that's it. I'm going to look at the comments now. Sorry. I was trying to not be spastic. Missing scoring, just close lyrics. Love to write, but a clear Awesome. I'll probably keep writing, and of course you can send it my way. I don't know. Be specific with what you want me to do with it, so I don't know, mess it up in some way. Work on getting there. Let's see. Caitlin, that would be fantastic. And then Anna, I have all the ones I showed you except my leg one. I can tell you about some funny comments I've gotten recently. No, I'll just tell you about one, my most recent, which I finally arrived at this place where I decided I don't have to leave up weird comments, and I feel really gracious that I haven't had a flood of trolling on my page. So thank you, those of you who do subscribe and are part of this, but thank you for not being trolls in the meanest sense of it. But I do once in a while, like every couple weeks or so, I get something kind of weird. One time it was, you're too butch. I don't know, I had to say it like that. And it made me chuckle. I always screenshot them because they're just so outlandish, and then I erase them because I just decided, like, now I've worked hard to build this channel or this platform, and I don't have to leave it up here. So I feel really comfortable with that. Anyways, that one, and the most recent one, it said, I hate your tattoos, I hate your ring, but your music brings me peace, so I guess I should thank you. And I was like, oh, burn, and then you're welcome. So I screenshotted it, and then I erased it. Freedom. Sorry, I'm gonna read the comments now so I don't get spastic. On your channel by watching Bon Iver covers, my favorite on their new album. Jake, I'm so glad you like it. I get really nervous before theirs, especially because what I've found in my own viewing of covers on YouTube of Bon Iver covers is that listeners are super particular, and I'm always telling myself to take good risks, like to be able, like, you can't grow if you don't take good risks. But one of those things is like playing these songs where I know that the listeners have such a particular sound in their mind, and I don't know if they'll be open or gracious. So I'm glad you like it. What a sweet relief. Keep practicing it, and then post yours, and then share it with me so I can listen to it too. Yeah, people are weird. I know I'm weird, but sometimes people, I think what shocks me the most is how, on YouTube especially, I'm sure this happens on other platforms, but how bold people feel about saying what they dislike about people's videos. That was one of the biggest reasons why I didn't make my channel public at first, is I would read through all these comments on other musicians that I was following, or even like singer-songwriter musicians, just vlogs or other types of YouTubers, and just how quickly people, one, want to click the thumbs down, which is not like earth-shattering, but just like, oh, I don't usually think to, I keep having to turn this light on, I don't usually think to put a thumbs down, and then to write comments that don't even offer like great critique. I mean, I get it, I know it's just a troll, but I don't know, it's just, that keyword courage is just so strange to me, because the commentary is just really not useful. What a waste of life. Yeah, I'm glad I made it public. Thank you guys for being a part of my public channel and not trolling me being mean. I appreciate it much. Do you like Bon Iver's cover of Alex Jones? Check it out. I'll have to look. I haven't heard it, but I will look at it now. Don't worry, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. In the best way. That sounds like something my mom would say. And I don't mean that in a weird, patronizing way. I value what my mom says. Yeah, the people who matter to me don't mind, and if they do, we have enough of a relationship where we can talk about it, and there's room for listening. But yeah, strange commentary like that from strangers just makes me, I mean, it stings a little bit at first, but then I get stuck on like, what so compelled them to share that? It just, like, is there nothing going on in their lives that either is so difficult that they are absorbed with that, or so good that they are absorbed with that? I don't know. Unhappy people, or proud people, or angry people, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing this. If you don't have, I'll answer any questions if you have them, and if not, I'm going to go make myself some dinner, Tyson and I, because I've been in here trying to figure out my You Now and Insta Live and this for way too long. Not that you're taking too long. I'm taking too long. So ask away if you have any, and if not, you'll just watch me twiddle my hair. Tate, are you talking about trolls? When you say true. Adriano. Oh my gosh, Matt Corby. I have tried, like when he first came out with, is it Brother? I want to look it up now. Matt Corby, Brother. Yes, okay. When he first came out with Brother, I tried multiple times to cover it. So I was sitting in here or out in the living room. Those are like the two spots. My middle part is rocking hard right now. I feel like I look like my mom and dad smushed together in the 70s. Yeah, multiple times sat down, tried to play it through, and I was so disappointed with it, with me. It just wasn't, I mean, I know covers don't have to be identical versions, but just the oomph behind it was missing, and it felt strange. So I think that'll be my first one that I post of Matt Corby, because it's the one that I've been wanting to cover for a long time. I know he has newer stuff, and it's probably beautiful, but that one I'm just stuck on. But yes, Adriana, I want to do that too. Thank you, Caitlin. What's for dinner? I have no idea, but I have a lot of cilantro, so something with cilantro. What can I do to get into your freaking class? I didn't put it on this thing. Tate, you should go to the counseling department on Tuesday. You guys have like your freshman orientation, right? On Tuesday. It starts like at 10. You should go a little earlier and talk to one of the counselors about that. Do it if you can. For those of you who don't know, I am also a teacher. That is why I'm talking about this. I know it seems strange that I'm talking about it right now, but Tate asked, and Tate is great, so we're gonna answer that. Let's get a chant going. Have you done one? Have you done Who Says? When you said Who Says, you mean like, who says you're not perfect? All I got is have a nice evening. Bye. Thanks, Jake. I hope you have a good evening too. Ew, like my nails were up against that. Ugh. Sorry. Can't really fixate on how long my fingers looked. Oh my gosh, Isabel, get a grip. I hope it's fun to play music with me. I have an idea of what I'd like my ideal band to be, but until then, I'm gonna try to master the solo act. And I have not done that one. I've jokingly filtered my face and sang it on Snapchat, but I haven't done a serious one for YouTube. Or I could do a whole cover in a filter. Be good. I was just trying to be quiet, see how long it got weird, till it got weird. It was weird immediately. Yeah, that's all I've got. I'm gonna go eat cilantro for dinner. It'd be cool if you put your own spin on it. Yeah, I'll try. I'll have to actually just give it I'll have to look at it once again. I think when I think of it in my head, it seems pretty goofy, but I will try. Bye, Tate. And actually, I'm gonna look up the lyrics real quick. Who says you're not perfect? Oh yeah, I forgot. Selena Gomez. Okay, maybe I could do something with this. I feel like every time I've sang the song, I've been goofing off. So I would need to approach it from a different mindset. Not Snapchat filter mode, but like, you know, singer-songwriter mode. I'll try. Okay. Well, aloha. Thank you for listening. I've just done an hour-long live stream and did not fart, so I would count this a success. And Bandcamp is over in my June. Oh gosh, I just did it again. Like signing off, and then I park myself to come read comments. I'm such a dum-dum. Okay, yes, I will actually close off. Thank you for listening. Have a great evening wherever you're at. I'm gonna go eat dinner. See you next time. Okay, bye.